What's good, YouTube? Y'all know what it is, man. This your boy Tank be chopping, and I'm back with another video. Now, today's video, we gonna be going over something coming soon from Babyliss that may look kind of familiar to y'all. We are gonna be going over the new LITHIUM FX clipper and trimmer combo. Let's get it. Alright guys, before we actually get down into the video talking about the clipper, the trimmer, comparing it to the old clipper and whatnot, I do want to say that I've had this clipper and trimmer combo since about November or so. I did get this sent out to me to try, so these are basically still the prototypes. I don't have the actual clipper and trimmer in hand. I do believe that they're coming out in March. Not 100% sure on that, but I do think they are dropping in March. But once again, these are the prototypes that they sent me back in November, and I've been using them for a while, so I got some pretty good insight on this clipper and trimmer. But let's go ahead and start talking about the clipper. Now, I know looking at this clipper, y'all probably think it's the same exact thing as the LITHIUM FX that came out last year. So here is the LITHIUM FX that came out last year, and once again, guys, upon looking at it, looks pretty much the same, right? Like, you really can't see nothing too different on these clippers. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start off this comparison by showing y'all the lever. So this is the LITHIUM FX that came out last year, and I know a lot of people were saying that when you opened up the clipper, it didn't seem that it opened up too much. So this is the old one all the way open, and here is the new LITHIUM FX opened up all the way. Now, I don't know if y'all can tell or not from the video, but the new one, being this one right here, actually opens up a little more. Now, I don't know exactly how much more it does open up, but it does stretch longer than this one, and the new LITHIUM also does stretch longer than your traditional clipper, so it does open up more than any of the Boost FX or the Low Pro FXs. So that may be a good thing, especially since a lot of people were complaining that the older LITHIUM FX didn't open up as much. Me personally, I didn't have a problem with the older LITHIUM FX open. It worked fine to me, but I can understand how some people were saying that it just didn't open up as much. So what they did was, with the newer version, they will have somewhat of a stretch bracket, I guess you can say, that happens to open up more than their traditional clippers. Once again, here is the newer FX all the way open. So that is that. Another upgrade I want to talk to y'all about this may not be something big to y'all, but check it out. The on and off switch is right here. So I'm going to show y'all. As y'all can see, that's the on and off switch. Originally, the on and off switch was way down here on the older LITHIUM FXs. And for me, that was really inconvenient. It was hard for me to get my hand down here to turn it on and off. Not that it was hard, but it just didn't feel comfortable doing it. But with the newer ones, all you gotta do is, like, once again, it's right here on the side, so boom. When you're working, you can easily turn it off and on, use that lever, and you can easily flip it on and off. And I think that's a good upgrade that they did on this new revamped version of the LITHIUM FX. Another thing I want to talk to y'all about is, I don't know if y'all can tell in the video, but I'm gonna put them next to each other. As you can see, well, I don't know if y'all can see it on the video, but the older LITHIUM happens to be a little thicker. I believe that they pushed this gold plate down some, or maybe they did something to where it doesn't pop out as much, so it is slightly more ergonomic in the hand, feels better in the hand, feels better using it, doesn't feel as bulky. Not saying that the older one was super bulky, but it is a little more bulkier than the newer one, so they did bring this down that way it's not as bulky. And another new thing that comes with the new LITHIUM FX is, check it out, the charging port. So originally, they had this charging port. I don't know if y'all remember it, but that was also a con on this clipper, was that the charging port was different. Well, with the newer LITHIUM FX about to drop, they did change it, and you get their traditional style chargers, so you don't need to put all these chargers on your station. You could just use their traditional charger and charge this clipper. You can charge your Boost FX, your Metal FX, your Low Pros, whatever you want with just the same charger, and I think that's something smart that Babyliss did. Now, another upgrade they did on the new LITHIUM FX is the motor. This motor is stronger than the older LITHIUM FX motor, and you can hear it just by turning it on. So here is the older LITHIUM FX. I'm gonna turn this on for y'all. So that is the older LITHIUM FX motor. That's the sound of the motor when you turn it on, and the newer one sounds a little, you can tell just by turning it on that it's a stronger motor. So as you can hear, this motor is stronger, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my app so y'all can see the difference. So I'm gonna start off by testing the older LITHIUM FX. So as y'all can see, it says about 5,168 RPMs with the older LITHIUM FX. Now I'm gonna try the newer LITHIUM FX so y'all can see what the RPMs are, or at least what this app reads the RPMs on this clipper. So the new LITHIUM reads at 6460. So obviously y'all can tell from the app also that this clipper does have more RPMs than the older LITHIUM FX. And those are basically all the upgrades that you get with this clipper. We still get that same ergonomic feel with it. We do get the same gold wedge blade that comes on the older LITHIUM FX. And me personally, I like the wedge blade. I know some people don't like it, but the gold wedge blade I really like a lot. So I'm glad that they kept that blade on this clipper. However, you do know that you can interchange these blades. You can put a standard fade blade or a standard taper blade on this clipper if you'd like. So that's basically the differences between the older LITHIUM FX and the newer LITHIUM FX coming soon from Babyliss. Now, if y'all remember, earlier on in the video, y'all saw me show y'all this also. This is the trimmer. Now, I'm gonna talk about this in a minute, but before we get into talking about that, I still want to touch on this. I'm going to show y'all a couple clips of me using this because once again, guys, I have been using this since about November or so, and I do want to talk about the performance of this clipper. Performance-wise, it does perform better than the older LITHIUM FX. To me personally, I feel that this clipper performs almost just like their Low Pro FX or their Boost FX. Now I know it may not be as strong as the Boost FX, but when you use it, it feels pretty close to it. Does debolt good. I like the way it fades, and me personally, I actually do like that stretch, the stretch on it. I know some people aren't a fan of stretch brackets, but me personally, it helps save a little bit of time. Helps me not have to go back and use my 1/16 guard as much. Don't really have to use my 1.5 guard as much. So that can be a pro, but it can be a con to other people if they're not really used to that. But me personally, I like the way that this clipper is working. Once again, it is an upgrade from the older version LITHIUM FXs, so do not get it confused with the LITHIUM FX that dropped last year. This is a new revamped drop coming soon from Babyliss. And y'all know how your boy does it, man. I'm really good with fading at almost any clipper, so I put this to the test for a couple months now, and me personally, I like it. I think it's gonna be a good tool for y'all to cop. The price for this is gonna be $149.99. So thinking about that price, $150, you can tell that this is somewhat of a budget style clipper. And I say budget style clipper because y'all know that most of their tools start off at around $189, $199, $200 and up. So the fact that we got this coming for $149.99 lets us know that it's gonna be somewhat of a budget style clipper. And I put it in air quotes because even though it is a budget style clipper, this thing works, man. Mows through bulk, fades good, had no issue with blending, had no issue with detailing, no issue with the motor, no issue with the battery. You get a good battery life from this clipper. So it's a good clipper all in all, and in my opinion, it's better than the older version. So if you like the older version, you're probably gonna love this one, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on and start talking to y'all a little bit about the trimmer. Once again, guys, I've had this trimmer since about November, and these were the prototypes that sent me a while back. So it did not come in the box, it just came wrapped in plastic, and I got to use it. Couldn't show y'all it before, but now that I can actually show y'all it, I'm letting y'all know how this thing looks. Ergonomically, I really like this trimmer a lot. Just the look of this trimmer is super sleek, super nice. Kind of looks like the Low Pro FX trimmer. Slightly different though, you know what I'm saying? I like the way it feels in my hand, and this trimmer is going to be selling for $129.99. So same thing with this trimmer, guys. It is somewhat of a budget style trimmer. I have been using it for a while, and honestly, compared to all the other trimmers, this one isn't the best one out of the bunch, but you can get the job done with this one. When I first picked it up and started using it straight from Babyliss, it bought it out and it lined up decent, but not as good as their other trimmers. So what I did personally, I had to go in and I had to zero gap my blade. I don't know if y'all can see how zero gapped it is, but I did have to go in and zero gap this blade to make it hit the way I wanted to. Now, it does come with the Gold FX blade, so if you are a fan of the Gold FX blade, you may like this one. Once again, me personally, I like it. I like the ergonomics of it. Really good for kids, really light, really soft in the hand. It has a real nice feel to it, and it does get the job done. Once again, when I first got it, wasn't the best trimmer in my opinion, but it did get the job done. But once I zero gapped it, I think it took this trimmer to the next level. The lineups came out super crisp with it. Botting out, I never really had an issue with it botting out. Even though it doesn't feel as strong as the other clippers, I still never really had an issue botting out with this trimmer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn this trimmer on so y'all can actually hear it. So that is the motor on the LITHIUM FX trimmer, and I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the RPMs on the app that I have. So as y'all can see, the app is reading at about 5,500 RPMs, which in my opinion is still a pretty good motor on a trimmer. Once again, for the price of $129.99, got a pretty strong motor in it, does get the job done. I think these are probably gonna be some good combos to go with, especially if you're a new barber getting into the game or you don't wanna spend all this money on the more expensive tools. You can cop these, and I think that they will get the job done. Now I'm not 100% sure when these actually do drop. I do believe that they're dropping in March. I'm not 100% sure, but y'all know if I do find out, I will let y'all know. I will update y'all with an actual date for when these drop. But when they do drop, if you are interested in these tools, you can go to the Babyliss Pro website. That's babylesspro.com, and you can use my discount code TANK10, save yourself a little bit of money. But me personally, guys, I think this combo right here is going to be a really good combo for this year coming up. I think a lot of people are going to go to it because this kind of reminds me a lot of like the Magic Clip style clippers. A lot of people are Magic Clip fans. Strong motor in it, nice blade, you know what I'm saying, works really, really well. And then the trimmer is ergonomically, man, it's just a great trimmer. It's a great tool. The way it looks super, super dope. As y'all can see, we got the on and off switch right here. We got the same charging port at the bottom. So once again, you're not gonna need a lot of different chargers. We got the skeleton that Babyliss is known for. And all in all, man, I think it's gonna be a really, really good trimmer and clipper set. But with that being said, man, that's all I really wanna talk to y'all about in this video. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. And that's basically it, YouTube. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.